It's time to talk about. Hey, everybody, welcome back. So, we're going to do a little Defenders spoilers discussion. So, if you don't know what the Defenders is, like a year ago, a few months back, a month ago, I don't know, a little while ago, Defenders came out on Netflix. And I watched it, and then I proceeded to just let all my friends watch it. Now, they all got caught up. So, joining in to talk a little about Defenders would be Darth Bradley. Say hello.
Yo.
Also joining in would be Magic Mike. Mike, say hi.
I think you might be taking a leak.
Seriously? He ran out?
I'm sorry. I'm back.
Jeez.
Dude, if he'd left like 5 seconds before that, he would have been back in time.
I tried.
All right, Mike, how you doing?
I'm better now.
That's awesome. All right, so basically, we're just going to do a spoilers free-for-all discussion. We'll start with Mike. Mike, what did you think of the Defenders?
So I thought it was really, really great. I didn't know that the showrunners for the Defenders were the showrunners for Daredevil. So going in and actually getting all of it at once, and then finding out later, like, oh, okay, that's why I started getting some of the feels that I got. I really, really enjoyed it. The only thing is the Iron Fist parts felt like Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Even though it was the same showrunners, even though every time they went into the Iron Fist segments, it felt like Scott Buck was sticking his weird, gross hand in and being like, "Hey, I'm still here, guys," even though it wasn't. As far as I know, it had nothing to do with him.
If people don't know who Scott Buck is, he was the showrunner on Iron Fist, and he has since managed to go over to ABC and produce the critically panned Inhumans. Masterpiece.
Scott Buck season 2.
Yeah, I've been hashtagging everything on Twitter. Hashtag
Are we actually gonna do the Scott Buck challenge?
Yeah, let me just set it all up, Mike. You're just you're just running over. You're super excited about Scott Buck in it. So anytime, ever since the Iron Fist came out, I've been going on Twitter, and anytime anyone had anything to complain about or talk about in Humans or Iron Fist, I just hashtag Scott Buck strikes back, or just start Scott Buck strikes again. And sure enough, without a doubt, I've been telling Mike, to take the Scott Buck challenge. It's like, how long in a Scott Buck show can you take before you just quit? He also did the last season of Dexter, which most people seem to hate. If you like Dexter, you probably hate the last season. Welcome to Scott Buck. Iron Fist, I'm in it for 40 minutes and 50 seconds, and I have yet to sit through Inhumans because it actually didn't play at the IMAX here in Boise. But I will sit through it just to see how much of it I can take, and I'm willing to bet it probably won't last 4 minutes, 50 seconds, given from what I've heard. Rich, Darth Bradley, so you just finished Defenders a few minutes ago?
Actually, about an hour ago, I just finished the last episode.
Overall thoughts, and we'll get into specifics. But overall thoughts on the Defenders?
Well, let's see. I haven't watched Luke Cage completely yet, but I don't know. I watched Daredevil. I've watched Daredevil 3 fucking times now. And actually, I've watched Jessica Jones twice, and she's got a pretty mouth. And I don't know. Overall, Defenders is actually really good. I was surprised, and I have not watched Iron Anal Fister because I kind of refuse to. Everybody says it's bad. And I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it, man.
I made it, the whole joke behind the Scott Buck challenge, I made it 10 episodes. Because I was like, you know what, if I'm going to watch the Defenders, I got to give it, at least go through the content
No, you
And
don't.
no, well, I know. After episode 10, I was talking to Rob, and he's like, just bail now, man. And I did, and it was great.
I don't have to bootleg a shitty game to know it's a shitty game. So
I figured I would try.
Mike was trying to think like there was some hidden, like you won't understand what's going on.
Out of all the actors and defenders, dude, it was like, well, who is this kid? He doesn't fit. He sticks out like a sore thumb, man.
And I think another thing too is like there's so little there to the character that you can't possibly miss anything because they'll cover it in like a minute tops.
Well,
I'm Danny Bland.
Danny Bland.
That's what he is. He's Danny Bland.
I'm gonna defend this city because Daredevil loves this city, and I'm gonna have tears in my eyes when I'm looking at an old Chinese lady. Who gives a fuck?
I like when he's like, they might. So there's that thing where she says, "You can help the city in other ways." He's like, "I am rich. I could help in other ways. I will go." And he goes to the rich building and he just talks to his secretary, And I'm like, "That's it. That's the best you can do, man."
Yeah.
Well, he goes before the boardroom and he's like, "You're the bad guys. I'm gonna take you down."
Well, that was a good scene because that didn't work out so well for him.
Well, I mean, just come on, dude. He's just, "I'm gonna take you down because I'm a good guy, and you're bad guys. You're bad, and I'm good, and you're bad, and I'm good."
Is good.
Is good, and
bad
good is bad.
Good is dumb.
Good bad.
I feel kind of some of that is just the way the actor himself was portraying the character.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not the writing.
Like. I don't. It didn't feel like the writing. It felt like the actor was just like.
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, so you got the guy playing Luke Cage, and I don't know his name, and you got the chick playing Jessica Jones.
You could just say Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, so.
Luke Cage and but as actors,
right? Okay.
Portraying these characters, okay, right. Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
They approach them as being human.
They approach them as being human, as being just normal people.
Yeah.
Living these alternate lives, or trying not to live an alternate life, but live in the real world. And you get, like, fucking pretty boy Captain Kirk, and it looks like bad Shatner. You are the bad guys. Hi. Where's Mr. Spock? It's bad, man. And every scene he's in, it's just like he's forcing every
yeah and with Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil, they very much humanize the characters, especially with Jessica Jones, commenting on her like drinking, like, oh, what was it, they had the wrong coffee cup and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. There's booze in this, and she's like, oh, sorry.
Is there whiskey in this?
Yeah, they definitely humanize the characters that way, which they as far as I can tell, they don't do in Iron Fist.
When they're on their way when they're on their way in the last, like one of the last episodes or second to last, she steals that bum's beer. She's like, "What? It's been a long week."
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest issues with the Danny Rand character, as he's portrayed here in the series, I don't want to hear about the comic books, as he's portrayed here in the series, is that his weakness is that he just cares too much.
Yeah, way too much.
Like, that's just not a character flaw. Like, it's just, I mean, his real weakness is that he's not acting very well.
Yeah, that's true. One thing that really stuck out was Murdoch, when they're housed up when they're housed up in the Chinese restaurant, and he's like, "We don't need to talk to each other. We don't need to be involved in any of this. Like, you guys have no idea how crazy this is. You don't know who you're talking about or who you're dealing with. Like, this is
trying to break it down for him."
Yeah, and he's just like, guys, and then you've got curious Luke Cage because he's just trying to figure stuff out.
I think that was the only scene that the character Iron Fist was actually cool. That whole scene was
not the whole
only
scene, because like then you got little stupid parts where he was like, "You're still eating," and he's like, "It takes a lot to fucking."
But see, I thought that was funny.
I know, but like,
No, but
I don't know.
that whole eatery scene with the Chinese eatery, I thought was actually a good scene with them.
That's one that stuck out with me. But it stuck out with me because of Matt
the
Murdock.
guy that plays Danny Rand, though, he probably eats a lot anyway. He's probably one of those skinny kids that can fucking eat and eat all day. So that was natural for him, and that's the only reason why that set well.
You took a lot from that scene, Rich. So it's like, I bet you he eats all the time. Fuck that dude. I think. I think the Chinese. Some people have complained that that restaurant scene went too long. Oh, we got Chris in the chat room. Is Defenders worth the watch? Yeah, it's good. So,
absolutely.
I think that the eating the food episode. It's an entire episode long.
Yeah.
Was actually helpful for them to get all the actors in a room and to try to get them to find a way to. I mean, to get them to allow them to play off one another in a way that the actors can, you know what I mean? You feel like the characters can start to relate. It's really hard to sit in Harlem, to sit in the Boweries of Manhattan. I mean, the shittier end of it, you know, with the evil rapist, Purple Man dude, and the Hell's Kitchen. And then you got this rich kid, you know what I mean, who doesn't have a hair on his body, as far as I can tell. He's smooth. It's the smooth, you know, the Ivory Coast Iron Fist, right? The Fresh Spring Iron Fist, right? He's a very smooth man, and
I do laugh every time I hear somebody say, "He's the immortal Iron Fist."
Yeah, right.
Because they say it with such like, hey, this guy, this guy, he's a freaking immortal Iron Fist.
I'm the fucking. I wish they gave him like a super Jersey, New Yorkie accent. You go, I'm the fucking Iron Fist. What the fuck you want?
Hey,
You see this fist? I put it right through shit. You know what I mean? Like,
look at this. But I can only let up one, just one.
Yeah.
Hey, look at my fucking hand. I'm gonna put out the lights.
You
Check
see
it
this
out.
shit here?
Look at this.
Hey, this fist goes right up your fucking ass, you know, and then you're gonna fucking feel it immortally, you know, like I'm gonna punch your ass through another fucking dimension, you know what I mean? You're gonna come fucking around full circle, you know.
You're gonna end up
It would have been better if he would have been like some skinny little dude with glasses and balding, like. I'm the fucking immortal. Look at me. Okay.
Like that real
I'm gonna
Jersey accent.
unclamp your fucking ass right now.
Can we address the elephant in the room? The drunken master that he fought in Iron Fist, which you haven't seen, he applied for. He went for the role of Iron Fist, and they told him no, even though the guy was like way better at everything.
Choreography.
Hold on, guys. One at a
he was
time.
better actor, better choreography, better fighting, everything.
One at a time. So the guy playing the Asian actor playing which character?
The drunken master, and he had a British accent, even though he was.
He's talking about Iron Fist, the TV.
Yeah,
TV show
in Iron Fist.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking in the Iron Fist series.
Yeah. Since we're making fun of Danny.
I didn't get that, Mike. I only got 4 minutes and 50 seconds since. It says
I know. That's what I'm saying. You guys didn't know about it, but
what he's saying is the guy he fought, the drunken master in Iron Fist, actually applied for the fucking job of Iron Fist. And they said, "No, you can't do it." And he's like a fucking probably like a Seventh Dawn. He's probably like
he's pretty legit.
Steven Seagal, like,
oh, shake your head at me.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm Steven fucking Seagal.
Wouldn't that be great if they had gotten Steven Seagal's Iron Fist? Right?
It would have been a better Iron Fist.
Probably. At least
it would have been a better Iron Fist. I would have watched that over.
Yeah, but he would have been like cooking, you know.
Sigourney Weaver with a giant glowing hand. Like if they just gave her one of those Hulk hands and had it glow, would have been a better Iron Fist. Like she looked. I'm
Sigourney Weaver as the bad guy.
You know, she just look at you. I'm the fucking Iron Fist, right? She looks at you.
I have a question. How old is Ben 10 supposed to be? I'm serious. Like the character Ben 10, that kid, like the guy doing that could have done Iron Fist. I mean, it just looks like a little kid. Yeah, it looks like the same little kid. Like, I'm a little kid with an Iron Fist.
Yeah, he just wasn't a very good actor, and he's coming back, so we get more of this. I mean, it's nice at least in the Defenders. Like
I'm
they
not
laugh at
watching
him.
it, dude. I refuse. I'm boycotting Iron Fist, especially now that I've seen him in Defenders.
Well, you know what would be great is if you can get an Iron Fist series 2, right?
Well,
And
we're
hold on,
getting that
let
with a
me
different
finish.
showrunner.
Guys, let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. We all need to talk at once. We're all gonna get plenty of time to talk. We're not under a time limit here, right? So just 1 second, one at a time, guys. So Iron Fist season 2, you get a
Hey, Jake
commentary.
said I'm going to talk when Rob talks.
What I'm talking about. You get a commentary track with the other 3 Defenders just making fun of Iron Fist, right? Like, like if you get the Jessica Jones, the Luke Cage, and and Matt Murdock's like, guys, I'm blind, I can't see what he's up to, but it sounds like a lot of fucking stupid shit. Like and Foggy's like, see, Matt, right now he's not acting well. I can hear it. I don't need to see it. Thank you, Foggy. Like, you know.
Yeah. I can hear he's like moving around the room like really frantically.
You sound like shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he hit a wall. Are you sure he's not blind?
And every time he mentions who he is, Jessica Jones just drinks another beer, you know, and crushes it, you know, like there you go.
Another
Oh
shot.
yeah, there you go.
What
Yeah,
was
that'd
your,
be
Mike.
Mhm.
What was your favorite part then? Like, what was your
of,
favorite?
of Defenders.
Yeah, what was your favorite scene? What would you like the most?
Oh,
Glad you
Anything
prepared,
without
Mike.
Danny Blank.
Rich, how about you? You just saw it. We'll come back to Mike.
Well, no, you asked Mike first.
I know.
it's not-
no. Go ahead, because I watched it like 2 weeks ago, so it's gonna take me a
Okay,
second to like
so
re-go
far,
through everything.
I don't know. I like the last scene when Murdoch's fighting Elektra in the little cave there under the dragon's ribs. It's really a good scene. I like the lighting, and the choreography, and just their relationship comes to fruition in that whole scene. Basically, that's not my favorite. I honestly the Chinese eatery is my favorite scene.
That's what I was gonna say. Like thinking about it, like just
It's the most memorable.
yeah,
It
the whole
really is.
time you're like, how are you gonna get these guys together?
And it happens right there.
And then that's how they figure out how to do it that way. Yeah, like the Electra scene, that's a good fight scene. Anything where they have a stunt double for Danny Rand for fighting is pretty cool. Not the hallway
You mean
scene.
Do you mean his stunt double's that bad too?
No. His stunt double's fine. It's just like you can tell like there's a very
Stunt
big
double
difference.
has a fro and a giant mustache, flips around backwards.
But yeah, I think that just kind of middle point. I think it was episode 4 or 5, and you actually got to bring them together, and give them a solid purpose. Like that's what I remember the most. Like there was a lot of good fighting in it. There was a lot of good stuff in it. I love Sigourney Weaver as a bad guy because I'm a big Sigourney Weaver fan. Yeah, that was
pretty
really
awesome.
really dope. The pacing was awesome, but like specifically them trying to figure out how to even solve a problem that they didn't even know they had, and deal with each other because you have big egos.
Well, you have, I don't want to hurt anybody, and you have, I just don't fucking care, and you got to deal what's going on, Matt Murdock, and then you have, I'm a
immortal
rich
actor.
guy. I'm the immortal.
Wouldn't it be great if he was super happy all the time? Hey guys, I'm the Immortal Fist.
It's basically what it sounds like.
If I were Jessica Jones, I'd.
He should have gone full Ace Ventura, right? He should have gone. Well, alrighty, boosh, ta-da, you know,
Yeah.
boosh.
Yeah, seriously. It would have made no difference.
Foot, you know, do Veracruz in it, you know, like I'm the Immortal Iron Fist. Like, yeah, man. I think for me, my favorite scene is the Ninja Turtles joke. I don't want to. Yeah, and they're like, get in the sewers, like with Stick. It was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I like that, but I like the whole.
dude. I don't know about the. Well, you finish what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you.
I
what
like
think.
that they reference the Turtles, given that the Turtles are
I like
basically
that.
based off Daredevil. I thought that was fucking awesome. I like any scene with Stick in it. Is it Scott Glenn? Scott Glenn's the actor, and he's fucking awesome in anything. Like he always Scott. I mean, anytime Scott Glenn talks to you, you just like, I shouldn't have just said that. Like whatever I just said. Like, you could have been like, hey man, you want a pumpkin beer? Oh, you know, Maddie.
Pumpkin beer.
That's the problem with you pussy ass. Like fucking. Oh shit, man! I just wanted to offer you a beer, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're no kid. You probably should not cut people's arms off with a sword because they might need those arms later to hug you.
That guy is not worried about hugs. He cut his own hand off.
He definitely comes
Very
across.
easily, by the way.
He definitely comes across as the father you can never please, right? Like there's just nothing.
Well, I mean, when Matt gives him the ice cream bracelet thingy and he crushes it and he's like, I can't help you anymore. Yeah, he's that guy.
He sounds like a cross between like Clint Eastwood and Admiral Akbar to me.
Well, yeah, but Scott Glenn's been around for a long time, man.
That's not too bad. Yeah, that's a pretty good comparison.
Okay, things I didn't like. Ignoring Iron Fist, right? I'll start off with something that I thought could have been.
There were some scenes that he was actually decent in, but I haven't seen Iron Fist, so I would imagine based on everything everyone said, he did some better acting in this than he did in Iron Fist. But I don't know. You can tell the writers for Daredevil were on this because they threw so much of Foggy and
it's the showrunners. Yeah, it's the same. I don't know about the writers, but the showrunners, the same showrunners.
You don't like Foggy?
I just don't think that there was a lot of irrelevant shit with them in the past, like bringing them into.
No, that was dealing with the aftermath of season 2.
Yeah, of season 2, and I get that, but that was season 2, not the Defenders.
Yeah, but it's like a month or two afterward. If I don't see you for a month or two, and we just had a colossal breakup, you don't mention it.
I know why they fucking did it, because Daredevil's better than the other two shows. It's better than Jessica Jones. It's definitely better than Luke Cage. But that's my other problem with the entire thing is all the characters that are represented have no real superpowers to speak of other than super strength.
Other than the superpowers that they have? Like
they
don't have superpowers minus that super strength.
No, Rob, you know what I'm talking about. They're not they're all martial. They're all melee based characters. They're not.
No, they have
outside.
They have healing factors. Right, like Jessica Jones can heal.
Jessica Jones has a healing factor, but how the fuck does that play into anything? She can't blast somebody.
She can fly, but not yet.
But if you're talking about Jessica Jones, like the whole idea of her that she's a character unto herself. Like her powers are secondary versus just kind of the way she is, right?
And that's how they wrote Jessica Jones. But I'm not talking about the characters themselves. The characters themselves are fine. But all of Marvel's TV shows deal specifically with folks that are melee only. They don't have any fucking super-powered laser shooting. There's nothing like Magneto in the fucking things, really. It's all specific to...
But maybe that's just Stanley hangover.
But if you take away the mutants from the MCU, which they have, then you don't have any guys with blasts flying out their hands unless you're Doctor Strange, who was in the original Defenders, but they're not doing that because he's in the movie. So it's kind of an irrelevant argument given the circumstances. It should be street level. It should be street level, fighting. I mean, that's the whole point. That's why they shoot it in New York. I mean, I like that. I think that powers wise, you do have some overlap between Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. They're both, pretty strong. They
break furniture when they have sex.
Yeah, they do seem to have a lot of that.
There was a bunch of that going on, like breaking stuff. That was superpower.
But in terms of things I thought could improve with this particular series, was I'm not a fan of corporate ninjas. Just wanted more guys in ninja outfits. Like the ending to season 2 of Daredevil had that whole like ninjas breaking into the hospital with all the ninjas on the rooftop sequence, man, which I just love seeing. You get 30 guys in fucking ninja outfits and you get them to run across a rooftop, and I am fucking there to watch it every time. Like, it never gets old, man. Like, dudes in ninja outfits always look cool to me. So I thought there was a missed opportunity just to have a shitload of ninjas everywhere. Because even say I fucking hate ninjas, but no one was really in ninja outfits. So I felt like that was a little bit of a missed opportunity. And then there really wasn't anything for Sigourney Weaver to do toward the end. That's kind of like...
Except for die.
Yeah, kind of a missed opportunity. I thought it would have been cool if she had made a deal with Mephisto that had brought in like the hell power, that the devil thing. Because they're not going to bring Mephisto into the MCU. Like that. Just don't see them doing that. So that would have been cool, or I don't know, something with her character beyond just Elektra took her out. So there's that, and I don't fully get what's the dragon girl, the Iron Fist like right hand chick, like her. I can't remember her character name. Like she didn't have a whole lot to do. You know what I mean? Like
she's been there in the comics. She's been there for quite some time.
Yeah, I just felt like either she should have been the Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally agree.
Like clearly that actress can do some shit. So.
Maybe she can be like Iron Foot to his Iron Fist.
I'm the immortal Iron Foot.
Yeah, and then he punches and she kicks like in a Charlie's Angels logo and Iron Foot and fist,
light up
right?
a room.
Right.
Oh shit! Are you guys camping? Can't see because you ran out of batteries. Hold on.
I use my foot. Ooh, the foot comes into frame and just glowing, right? Ooh, you mean to open the door?
Thanks, immortal Iron Foot.
I'll tell you something else they need to do with this Iron Fist, man. They need to give that glowing thing on his hand a fucking sound effect.
I agree.
When he charges
watched a bunch
up
of stuff after you said that. I agree.
It just turns on like it needs to have like a like some kind of fucking sound.
It looks like a shitty nightlight.
Like E.T.'s finger, right?
On. Yeah, like E.T.'s finger. Yeah.
Didn't that have a sound? Didn't E.T.'s finger have a sound? I can't remember. Had to have something.
I don't want to Google this, but I'm going to.
It had a light ringing sound to it.
You type E.T.'s finger into Google, and I shudder to think what you're gonna get back. A thing I really liked. I like the opening credits.
The opening credits were fucking awesome.
Yeah, I like that design.
I like that.
Yeah, I like the design of it with their faces.
E.T.'s finger had a sound.
E.T.'s finger had a sound.
E.T. finger, it had a sound.
It needs a sound. And when he hits people with that thing, I want to hear sparks or some shit. Like, I want to see some sparks flying. Like, like Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I liked the most was the fact that you could get the feeling that the showrunners from Daredevil definitely ran Defenders. Like it had the same pacing, it had the same feel that Daredevil had, and every time you're just like, all right, next episode.
But it didn't have the Punisher.
No, it didn't.
Sucks.
Yeah, no, that's right. It didn't
No, one more character that they wouldn't have needed. It just would have been more clutter.
I know, but just get rid of Iron Fist and put him in.
I mean, at least the Punisher does something different, like shoots people. I mean, you got Daredevil, which he martial arts fights, uses his ability. Then you got Jessica Jones, who's super strong, and she can barely fight. And then you got Luke Cage, who is super strong and invulnerable, and he can fight.
I know what you're saying. You're saying that if this
know
were
what the
a
fuck I'm saying?
role-playing
Like,
game,
apparently, like, everybody's fucking lost
if
on the concept of what I'm trying to say.
No, I know what you're saying. If this were a role-playing game, you're looking at one person being a tank, one person being the healer. You need a ranged fighter. The Punisher would give you ranged ability.
I'm not even talking about Defenders. I'm talking about overall Marvel's just TV series, okay?
Yeah, but they don't have that many options on what the content they can pull in.
They have a billion fucking characters.
They do, but you have to make them relatable.
Like 25 of them are doable on TV tops.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
if that. Like,
how many chicks do you know that are like Jessica Jones? Let me ask that. Without the super strength.
When they drink a whole lot and they're pissed.
I know one, and she's a lawyer.
I know one, and I'm married to her.
Okay, well that's just some shit right
perhaps you're just bitter. That's possible.
I know a couple guys like I work at a prison, so I know lots of guys like Luke Cage, but I'm not friends with them.
It would have it is what it is. They decided they were going to do a series for each character. They made a series for each character plus a couple extra with Daredevil, and then they made the team up thing. I don't know if they'll go back to it. I don't think you'll see Defender season 2. You know, like I don't know. And if you do, I definitely
Maybe.
I don't think Iron Fist will be a part of it. You know.
Yeah, so they replaced the showrunners for Iron Fist, so that's happening.
Oh, they did?
Inhumans. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it got greenlit for season 2. It got greenlit for season 2, unbeknownst to anybody. But they replaced the showrunner with a guy that has written, directed many martial arts movies and TV shows, stuff like that. So like the guy who's the
like Hard to Kill.
They should have just got Keanu Reeves, man.
I can't remember. Hold on. Anyways, so it got greenlit for a second season. So you're gonna get a second season of Iron Fist, but you're getting it with a completely different showrunner. Inhumans is gonna be garbage because it's Scott Buck. Scott Buck Challenge will do it, and I'm fine with this transition. Like I wish they didn't. I just wish Scott Buck would go away because they have so much content. That they can pull from and make.
Well, Mike.
Well, he's not coming.
The show. Let's discuss a way to make him go away.
There is no way to make him go away. He's got friends wherever places.
High caliber, 50 cal.
No, this is not talking about that. Come on, Rich. You're gonna get me in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
Then you probably shouldn't have me on your show.
I know.
At least I didn't talk about the Jews this time.
Okay, thank you. So let's just wrap. I think if they do a Defender season 2, it would be cool to incorporate some more of the monster elements, like maybe a Mobius or the Werewolf by Night, or like Moon Knight. You know, Blade. If they brought Blade into the Netflix universe, you know what I mean? Bring in some of the monster shit, because you know that's that you can do in a television thing. You can do the gore and the American Werewolf in London kind of like thing, you know. Vampire. I mean, to replace ninjas, vampires. Fucking hate vampires. You can kill vampires all day, man. Buffy been doing that 20 years ago. So,
I'm wondering if they're because Rosario Dawson's character, Claire, has got a lot of people like that character, and I'm wondering if they're gonna be like, let's make a weird Claire Temple like. This is me helping Daredevil. This is me helping Iron Fist. This is me helping Jessica Jones. Kind of like 1 season, 8 episode. I don't know, man.
Possibly. I mean, it's not like she has the ability to heal them, so she has to actually just wrap people.
No. She is a normal person, and Madame Gao says you hang out with these people because you want to be special, and you know you're not special, and they are. So I think that's kind of reaching out to some of the audience.
Yeah, I don't know if the Night Nurse is a
That's what it would be. That'd be Marvel's Night Nurse.
I don't know about all that. You know,
I like it. Let's go with it.
I'm just saying they might do it.
Interesting. Well, I'll watch anything with Rosario Dawson, even a shitty Clerk sequel. So that's how it works with me.
Hey, man, movies.
All right, everybody. So overall, we all liked it, right? Right, Rich, Mike, you liked it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many Van Dams out of a score of 64 Van Dams? How many Van Dams would you give Defenders, Mike?
I would give it 60 out of 65 Van Dams.
64.
Yes.
That's awesome.
64 Van Dam.
All right.
I said 60 out of 65.
Yeah. Well, Van Damme currently has 64 films in his IMDb, so that's this can change every year. So, Rich, how many Van Dams would you give Defenders?
Actually, I was going to give it 60 out of 64 as well. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and I would agree. I would say a solid 60 out of 64 Van Dams. You know, it's got a little room for improvement. I mean, you remove Iron Fist from it.
You remove Iron. If Iron Fist was not in it at all,
it goes up a solid 2 Van Dams. Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
All right, everybody. Good times. We will be back shortly. 64 Van Dams, Mike.
65.
64. You're changing can't change the. Got to play by the rules. Got to play by the Van Damme rules. All right, everybody. That's it. Say goodbye, everybody. We're going to head out of here. Peace.
Goodbye, everybody.